Hello and welcome to you all YS YouTube channel. I am Prince Mishra. In this series of quick revision of geography through question and answer, today we will discuss the question related to India geography. We already have discussed the topics of physical geography. So all the topics of physical geography we have covered in the previous session. In this session, we will discuss the topics related to India geography. Some of the important topic that we are going to discuss in today's session is related to the basic information about India, then physiography of India, drainage system of our country, climate of our country, monsoon, soils of India, Indian vegetation, irrigation and canals, multi-purpose river valley project. So these are the issues that we are going to take up in today's session. So before taking up the question, before beginning the session, let me tell you few brief some of the important information related to this topic, that is India geography. This is a topic that is going to be very crucial for you and it is going to be very high scoring. But the problem with this topic is that if you will try to just chase this topic through the factual information, through mugging up, so definitely you are not going to get good number of questions correct in the examination. So there are few things that you need to know. You should not try to mug up. The second point, need to be very clear that majority of questions in prelims will be map based. So by first look or in first appearance you will find that questions are of map based, so just I need to mug up, but I made it very clear you should not mug up. Try to have conceptual clarity and then practice the map. So if you will have a conceptual clarity and you will practice the map, over the period of time, you will be able to internalize the location, you will be able to understand and correlate the cause and effect. So if you have understood that what is the rock system of our country, if you have good idea about the physiography, rock system, rainfall, so you will be able to identify that in which area which type of soil will be there, in which area which type of vegetation will be there, why some of the soils is suitable for the cultivation of particular crop. So all this you can relate with the cause and effect only when you will have the conceptual clarity. So if you will just keep on mugging up that this soil is present here, this mineral is present here, and if you will just keep on cramming, the things will not be good, because the moment there will be some tweak in the question, you will not be able to answer. So to answer properly, you need to have conceptual clarity and the practice. One more thing, majority of the question will be map based, so you need to have more revision of the map, you need to give extra time on the map. Also the map work you should do with the help of atlas. So it is expected कि आप पहले से ही atlas कर रहे होंगे, and also you need to have at least 2 atlas. तो जो भी आपने atlas work अभी तक किया हो, एटलस वर्क आप उसी को रिवाइज करिए. बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स होते हैं जो इतने समय प्रिपरेशन करने के बाद स्टिल दे हैव नॉट डन द एटलस वर्क. सो इट इज नॉट एडवाइजेबल to go in the examination without doing the atlas work, or just you have looked for some of the map based practice set. वो आपने किया है, कहीं से आपको मिला, ठीक है, बट आप जो बेसिक एटलस वर्क है आप वो करके जाइए. आपकी एनसीईआरटी में जो भी चैप्टर्स हैं, the topics that I have taken up today, topics like physiography of India, drainage system of India, soils of India, vegetations of India, irrigation and canals, multi-purpose river valley projects, इनसे रिलेटेड जो भी आपको मैप दिया गया है आपके एटलस में, try to practice all those locations, because majority of the questions can be solved. Whatever the tricky question, when I will take up the question, it will become more clear to you. Whatever the nature of the question, majority of the question can be solved if you have basic understanding. So if you have idea about the major rivers of our country, some of the minor rivers of our country, तो किसी भी कोई भी river का question आए, you will be able to solve it. All right. So without wasting any time, let's move on to the question. As far as atlas is concerned, so I am hopeful that you must be having the atlas. Those who are not having the atlas, you should have. You can refer the Orient Black Swan. So Orient Black Swan atlas is suggestive, and go for the school atlas. Along with the Orient Black Swan, also you need to have the Oxford. So both Orient Black Swan and Oxford is good atlas. और ट्राई करिए कि जब भी आप ज्योग्राफी पढ़ रहे हैं, ज्योग्राफी के क्वेश्चन सॉल्व कर रहे हैं, करंट अफेयर पढ़ रहे हैं, सो यू शुड हैव अ एटलस विद यू हैंडी. सो दैट विल बी यूजफुल. ऑलराइट, लुकिंग द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन. दिस क्वेश्चन वाज आस्क्ड इन 2018. Among the following cities, which one lies on a longitude closest to that of the Delhi? Now, the moment this question will be asked, it will appear that why this question has been asked. But very clearly, if you will read the NCERT of India, you will find that India's latitude, longitude, everything is written. So, examiner is expecting that you should have a good idea, because the moment you will start reading about the India, what is India as a geographical unit? India is surrounded on three sides by the ocean, and one of the only ocean on this planet that is being named after the country, Indian Ocean. In the north, northwestern, northeastern, we have the mountains. So we have a very closed geographical feature of our country, and latitude, longitudinal extent is also very great. India's latitudinal extent, if you will look out, so latitudinal extent is 8 degree 4 minute north to 37 degree 6 minute north, 68 degree 7 minute east, 97 degree 25 minute east. So in this latitude you will find which of the major latitude is passing. Out of the major latitudes you will find it is 23.5 degree north, that is Tropic of Cancer. So Tropic of Cancer is passing, so it is expected from you that you should have done the basic, you have done the location, that which of the state through which the Tropic of Cancer is passing, which of the state through which Tropic of Cancer is passing. So if you will look out the map, you need to do this, which of the state through which Tropic of Cancer is passing. Not only that, you need to identify that which of the state north of Tropic of Cancer, which of the states are south of Tropic of Cancer. Not only that, you also, it is expected from you that you should locate that which of the states, which of the major capitals north of Tropic of Cancer, south of the Tropic of Cancer. Also out of these states, which of the states are having at the same latitude. So if you will have Arunachal Pradesh on the same latitude which other states lies on that Arunachal Pradesh, whether it is Uttar Pradesh, whether it is Rajasthan, whether it is Haryana. Similarly, if you will have Andaman and Nicobar, so parallel to that Andaman and Nicobar, which of the states is lying on the same latitude. So these are the things that you need to practice. So it is like that you need to play with the atlas. Then only the things will be good. So you need not to mug up, you just need to do the practice. Similarly, if you will study about the India, you must be knowing that we have the international standard timeline. Under this international standard time zone, there is a standard timeline, and India's standard timeline is 82.5 degree east. So 82.5 degree east timeline, it passes through which of the major places. So you need to identify the major state through which the Indian standard timeline is passing. Along with this, it is also expected that we have the 4 metropolitan city. So 4 metropolitan city, you are expected to have idea about the latitude of 4 metropolitan city. You need to have idea about the Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, Chennai, Kolkata. So it is expected that you should have idea about the latitude, longitude of these major cities of our country. So this is not a surprised question. You have been surprised because you haven't prepared the atlas, the line on the expected line. So if you will look out this question, so it is comparatively easy question, and those who have done the atlas work multiple times, they will not face any problem in answering this. But let me tell you, those who haven't practiced the map work properly, even if they are having the geography optional, उनको भी इस क्वेश्चन में दिक्कत हुई थी. तो बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट जो ज्योग्राफी ऑप्शनल के भी थे, उनको भी ये क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करने में दिक्कत आई थी, बिकॉज दे हैवंट प्रिपेयर्ड द एटलस the way it needs to be prepared. Now coming to the Delhi, the longitude of Delhi is around 77 degree east. Now if you will look out these places, Pune is very far, तो पुणे में दिक्कत नहीं होगी. You will get confused between the Bangalore, Hyderabad, Nagpur, but Nagpur is also further east, so almost it is 79 degree. Hyderabad is 78 degree. Bangalore is also roughly 78 degree, but there is a gap between this, so the answer will be Bangalore. So if you will look out, then you will find, here you will find the Hyderabad, here you will have the Bangalore. So all these places, if you have done the map work properly, so you will be able to answer. So for this question, answer is Bengaluru, but the most important point that you need to know that accordingly you need to prepare your atlas work. तो अगर अभी भी नहीं किया, then also you will have a plenty of time to just look upon your atlas properly, just play with the sum of the atlas, and you will be able to get a question 1 or 2, and that will be beneficial for you. Alright, moving to the next question. Which one of the following pair of states of India indicates the easternmost and westernmost? So this question was asked in 2018. तो ऐसा नहीं तक पहली बार आया था. Almost regularly they were asking the question and they were giving the hint. They were giving you the hint that in which way you need to prepare. 2015 में क्वेश्चन पूछा गया था. Which one of the following pair of states of India indicate the easternmost and westernmost? So you just need to remember the longitude, 68 degree 7 minute east to 97 degree 25 minute east. 68 degree 7 minute east will lies in the Gujarat, and 97 degree 25 minute east lies in the Arunachal Pradesh. So the answer of this question will be Arunachal Pradesh. Moving to next question. When you travel in Himalaya, you will see the following. So whenever you will travel in Himalaya, obviously you will see all these things. That is the feature. What are the features that you are going to see? Deep gorges, U-turn river courses, parallel mountain ranges, steep gradients causing landslide. Which of the above can be said to be the evidences for Himalayas being young fold mountain? Before that, as far as the physiography of our country is concerned, if you will look out the physiography of our country, you will find we have the Himalayan mountains in the north, then in south we have the peninsula, we have the northern plain, here we have the particularly western coast, here we will have the eastern coast. So as far as the physiography is concerned, India is physiographically divided in 5 major divisions. So we have mountain in the north, highland, tableland in the south. In between you will have the flat featureless plain, that is the plain. So plain, mountain, plain, plateau. Mountain, plain, plateau, and on the both side of this plateau we have the coastal plain. So coastal plain on both the side, and the last we have the island. So that is your physiography. Now as far as the mountain is concerned, Himalayan mountain happens to be one of the most youngest mountain on this earth surface. How? Because earlier when this Indian mainland was part of the Gondwana land, this mountain was not there. When the Gondwana land has broken, then the different part has started moving differently. So this Indian plate has moved in northeast direction, and when this northeastern moving Indian plate has collided with the Eurasian plate, so in between all the materials, all the sediments that were present, that sediments got squeezed and uplifted as a mountain. So Himalaya is the resultant of collision of Indian plate with the Eurasian plate. And Himalaya happens to be one of the most youngest mountain. This is also referred as alpine mountain, tertiary mountain. So it's alpine mountain, tertiary mountain because it's a very youngest mountain. Now there happens to be lots of features of young mountain. So what are the different features of young mountain? So all these are the features of young fold mountain. Deep gorges are there, U-turn river courses are there, steep gradient causing landslide. All these are the features. As far as the parallel mountain is concerned, parallel mountain is a feature of specifically of Himalaya, because on the earth surface you will also have other places the fold mountain, young fold mountain, like you will have the Rockies are there, you will have Atlas is there, you will have Andes is there, but in Rockies, Andes, Atlas you will not find the parallel. This parallel mountain is present in only case of Himalaya. So that is also the particularly feature. So answer of this question will be D, that is 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now this was asked in 2012. Again in 2017 they have asked one more question, and where they were looking out your understanding of Himalaya. Question says, in India the Himalayas are spread over 5 states only. The moment you will study about the Himalaya, you will find, you need to know that Himalayas extend from Kashmir, Hindu Kush to Arunachal Pradesh. So if you know that Himalayas extend in the west, in the east, for India, if you will have Kashmir and Arunachal. So when it is being asked that Himalaya extend for 5 states, so now it is not expected from you that you should mug up that how many states in Himalaya is. You need to visualize that what are the different states that we have. Other than this, the Himalaya have bend. So Himalaya is having very unique feature, and that unique feature is like this. So in Himalaya, you will find a unique feature like this. This is Namcha Parva. This is, here you will have Nanga Parvat. So it extends for about 2700 km from Namcha Parva to Nanga Parvat. Also, Himalayas you will find in the west, it is much wider. So Himalayas are wider in the west, whereas in the east it is much narrower. One more interesting thing, after bending it is also moving southward. So it is referred as Purvanchal Hills. So in Purvanchal Hills, the Himalaya is extending in, you will find Himalaya in Arunachal Pradesh, you will find Himalaya in case of Nagaland, you will find Himalaya in Manipur, Mizoram. So if you will just look out the states, if you will just visualize, you will find we have Jammu and Kashmir, we have Ladakh, we have Himachal Pradesh, we have Sikkim is there, we have Arunachal is there. So in all these places we have the Himalaya, even in West Bengal. So many states we have. So obviously Himalaya is not present in only 5 states. So this statement is incorrect. Now, as far as the peninsular plateau is concerned, second statement is associated with the peninsular plateau. So peninsular plateau is roughly triangular in shape. So peninsular plateau is roughly triangular in shape. This triangle's northern side is made up of what? Southern edge of the northern plain. So northern plain, southern edge form this northern boundary. This eastern boundary and western boundary of the plateau is formed by Eastern Ghat and this is Western Ghat. So Eastern Ghat and Western Ghat form the eastern and western boundary, and this apex is your Kanyakumari. So Eastern and Western Ghat is forming the boundary of peninsular plateau. Now if you will look out the Eastern and Western Ghat, both the Eastern and Western Ghat joins at Nilgiri, and within the Western Ghat we have some of the features also. So like highest point of Western Ghat you will have the Anaimudi, that is lies in the Anaimalai hills. Nilgiri's highest point is Doda Beta. So all these things you need to visualize. Also you need to visualize that the Western Ghat is extended in how many states. So when you will start looking out the extension of the Western Ghat, you will find Western Ghat is starting from Gujarat. So it is present in Gujarat. Then also it is present in case of Maharashtra. So Gujarat is there, Maharashtra is there. Then also you will find Karnataka is there. Then also you will find Kerala is there. Then also you will find Goa is there. Then also you will find Tamil Nadu. So Western Ghat extends in 6 states. So it is not the 5 state. So Western Ghat are spread over 5 states only. So both the statement is incorrect. So Western Ghats are spread over 6 states. Pulicat Lake is spread over 2 states only. So this is correct statement. So this was the question that has been asked in 2017. Now moving to the next question, consider the following pair. This was the question that has been asked in 2014. Cardamom Hills. So Cardamom Hills is the part of that Western Ghat Southern Hill Complex. So in Southern Hill Complex you will find Nilgiri is there, Anaimudi is there, Cardamom is there, Palani is there. So Cardamom Hill is part of the Western Ghat Southern side. Whereas the Coromandel Coast is what? Coromandel Coast is, first of all, it is coast, and Coromandel Coast is part of Eastern Coast. So Coromandel is part of Eastern Coast. It is Western Ghats. So this statement is incorrect. Next we will have Kaimur Hills. Kaimur Hills you will find is part of the Central Highland. तो विंध्यन रेंज का जो ईस्टर्न पार्ट है वहां पे आपको कैमूर की पहाड़ियां मिलेंगी, कैमूर हिल्स. एंड एज फार एज कोंकण कोस्ट इज कंसर्न, अगेन इट इज अ कोस्ट, बट विच कोस्ट? वेस्टर्न कोस्ट. तो वेस्टर्न कोस्ट में जो वेस्टर्न घाट के साइड में, वेस्टर्न साइड ऑफ वेस्टर्न घाट जो कोस्ट है, स्पेसिफिकली द कोस्ट दैट इज पार्ट ऑफ, यू कैन से सदर्न साइड, इज रेफर्ड एज कोंकण कोस्ट. सो कोंकण कोस्ट इज part of the western coast. So this is also incorrect. So you will find 1 is incorrect, 2 is incorrect. So by having this, even you don't know the Mahadev Hills, you don't know the Mikir Hills, so then also you can get the right answer. So sometimes this is exactly what I was trying to tell you, that in case of map based question, sometimes it appears that you need to know the very small fact about the map, लेकिन ऐसा जरूरी नहीं कि आपको हर समय बहुत स्मॉल फैक्ट की जरूरत है. इफ यू नो द मेजर location, if you have done the major things of our country, there will not be any problem for you to locate, to get the right answer in case of map based question. So fifth answer is C. Moving to the next question, again a question related to the map based, and this was the question that has been asked very recently. So 2022, the question is about the peaks and mountains. So Namcha Barwa, so just now I have taken this name Namcha Barwa, so it is expected from you that you need to know. तो अगर आप बेसिक इंडिया एनसीईआरटी भी पढ़ेंगे, इंडिया एनसीईआरटी का पहला चैप्टर भी पढ़ लिए हैं, तो वहां से भी आपको पता होना चाहिए दैट नामचा बरवा इज पार्ट ऑफ अरुणाचल. So Namcha Barwa is part of Arunachal. So this Garhwal is obviously incorrect. So now statement A and statement C is correct. Other than this, it is expected. Nanda Devi तो आप locate करेंगे ही. Nokrek भी आपको expected है. Because जब मैप वर्क करते हैं, इट इज एक्सपेक्टेड फ्रॉम यू दैट यू विल लोकेट द सॉइल, वेजिटेशन, जिस तरीके से मैंने बताया, उसके साथ में बायोस्फीयर रिजर्व आपको लोकेट करना है, रामसार साइट लोकेट करना है, वेटलैंड लोकेट करना है. सो ऑल दिस इट इज एक्सपेक्टेड दैट यू नीड टू नो. नॉकरेक इज ऑल्सो अ बायोस्फीयर रिजर्व and Nokrek Peak is there. Where the Nokrek Peak? It is the second highest peak in Meghalaya. The highest peak is what? Shillong. So Nokrek is in Meghalaya. It is expected that you should know. So if you know that these two information, even if you will have doubt, because this Nanda Devi is having a doubtful. Why doubtful? Because Nanda Devi के दो हैं. In general, Nanda Devi is part of the Garhwal also, Kumaon also. So this Nanda Devi is little bit, you can say, confusing कि ये गढ़वाल में भी है इसका कुछ पार्ट, इसका कुछ पार्ट कुमाऊं में भी है. But because you are clear that Namcha Barwa is not in Garhwal Hills, Nokrek is not in Sikkim Hills, so this 1 and 2 is incorrect, 1 and 3 is incorrect, 3 is incorrect. So the only option you are left is B, that is 2 only. Now, consider the following pair. So this question has been asked in 2019. So if you will just look out the question, तो by looking out the question it will appear कि question बड़ा tricky है, question में बहुत सारी समस्या है. But it is expected that you should locate the major river. तो आपको पता होना चाहिए कि गंगा is originating from which place, Yamuna is originating from which place, Indus, Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Byas, Satluj, Mahanadi. Then you will have Godavari is there, Peneru is there, Penar river is there, Subarna Rekha is there. Then you will have rivers like Krishna is there, Kaveri is there. So all these rivers it is expected that you should know. Then you will have Narmada is there, Tapi is there. So all these rivers source you need to know. The major states that they were traversing you need to know. But how you need to know? You need not to mug up, just you need to have located in the atlas. So as far as Yamuna river is concerned, Yamuna river originates from Yamunotri. Ganga, Gangotri, Yamuna, Yamunotri. Yamunotri river, Yamunotri glaciers located in the Bandarpunch range. So it is expected कि ये तो आपको पता ही होना चाहिए. So 1 is correct. So if 1 is correct, so outrightly जो आपके C और D हैं incorrect हो गए. अब यहां से very interesting thing you can see, 1 is there, 1 is there, 4 is there, 4 is there. तो ये तो आपको देखना ही नहीं, जेमू मानस, sorry, Siachen Nubra, so that is obviously correct. Now there was a very famous flood in Uttarakhand. तो अगर आपको मेजर रिवर आपने नहीं भी लोकेट किया है, इट इज एक्सपेक्टेड दैट यू शुड बी नोइंग द मेजर डिजास्टर्स ऑफ आवर कंट्री. उत्तराखंड डिजास्टर इज वन ऑफ द सीवियरेस्ट डिजास्टर इन द लास्ट century in our particularly country, and that Uttarakhand tragedy basically associated with the Kedarnath and neighboring area. So there you will have a very famous river known as Mandakini. Mandakini river originates from the glacier, and that glacier is Chorabari glacier, and this is the glacier where you will have the cloud burst. So cloud burst has happened here. So it is expected that you should know that Mandakini is associated with the Chorabari. So this statement 3 is incorrect. The moment you know this, so if you know just 2 facts, then also you will be able to identify that this question will be, the answer will be this. So the answer of this question will be 1, 2 and 4, that is A. All right. And you need not to worry about this, because now they are asking 2022 से तो उन्होंने थोड़ा सा चेंज किया है कि जहाँ पे वो एलिमिनेशन को वीड आउट करने के लिए दे आर आस्किंग दैट हाउ मेनी पेयर्स आर करेक्ट। तो अगर आपको दो फैक्ट पता है देन देयर विल नॉट बी मच प्रॉब्लम टू आइडेंटिफाई दैट हाउ मेनी पेयर्स आर करेक्ट, हाउ मेनी पेयर्स आर इनकरेक्ट। देयर विल बी ओनली 1 or 2% क्वेश्चंस कि जहां पे आप फंसेंगे। और इस चीज को भी ध्यान रखिए कि अगर आप फंस रहे हैं जब आपने अच्छी सी प्रिपरेशन किया है तो वो सभी लोग वहां पे फंसेंगे। सो नीड नॉट टू वरी अबाउट इट। ऑलराइट, और वैसे भी आई मस्ट हैव टोल्ड यू बिफोर द स्टार्टिंग ऑफ द इवन द फर्स्ट सेशन कि प्रीलिम्स में स्पेसिफिकली रिलेटेड टू ज्योग्राफी, एनवायरमेंट, इकोलॉजी, बायोडाइवर्सिटी, यहाँ पे देयर विल बी अ फ्यू क्वेश्चन दैट विल बी वेरी ट्रिकी, वेरी रैंडम क्वेश्चन। तो जो आपका सिलेक्शन होगा दैट विल नॉट बी बेस्ड ऑन द ट्रिकी क्वेश्चन, बेस्ड ऑन द रैंडम क्वेश्चन। The selection you will be able to qualify the prelims based on the basic question, the question that is doable। तो कोई ऐसा क्वेश्चन आया बेसिक कि जो बाकी स्टूडेंट कर रहे हैं और अगर आप नहीं कर पाए just because you haven't revised the NCERT properly, just because you have not practiced the map, तो आप पीछे रह जाएंगे। So जो आपका सिलेक्शन होगा दैट विल नॉट बी बेस्ड ऑन द ट्रिकी क्वेश्चन, क्योंकि वो सबके लिए ट्रिकी होगा, सब टफ होगा सबके लिए टफ होगा, रैंडम होगा सबके लिए रैंडम क्वेश्चन होगा। सो दैट इज द रीजन व्हाई यू नीड टू फोकस मोर ऑन योर बेसिक, स्टैटिक एंड वेरी मच डूएबल क्वेश्चन। ऑलराइट, मूविंग टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन। Which one of the following pairs of island is separated from each other by the 10-degree channel? So that is 2014 question. And one more thing, ऐसा देख के some of the student will think कि ठीक है तो 2014 में था अब नहीं आएगा। Please do not underestimate the map based question। तो कोई भी क्वेश्चन आ सकता है, you need to have clarity। So 10-degree channel, it is associated with the Andaman and Nicobar। In 2022 मेंस एक क्वेश्चन भी पूछा गया था, तो क्वेश्चन वाज द जियोमेट्रिक बाउंड्री। तो जियोमेट्रिक बाउंड्री भी एसोसिएटेड है, जितने भी नेचुरल आपके फीचर होते हैं तो उसमें ये भी एक एग्जांपल है, दैट इज द चैनल्स। व्हाई इट इज रेफर्ड एज चैनल? बिकॉज इट इज पासिंग थ्रू द 10 डिग्री नॉर्थ लैटिट्यूड। सो अंडमान एंड निकोबार, वन ऑफ द मेजर आइलैंड, इंडिया में जो भी आइलैंड है दैट इज वी हैव large number of islands, more than 250 islands. Majority of islands are present in two groups. One is in the Arabian Sea in the form of Lakshadweep, the other one is in Bay of Bengal in the form of Andaman and Nicobar. Andaman and Nicobar group of island has the largest number of islands. These group of islands has been divided in two sectors by the 10-degree channel. So in north we have the Andaman, south we have the Nicobar. As far as Andaman is concerned, Andaman itself is being divided in different parts. So we have the North Andaman, we have the South Andaman, we have the Middle Andaman, we have the Little Andaman. So in Andaman we have the four major sections: North Andaman, Middle Andaman, South Andaman, Little Andaman. You also will find in Andaman and Andaman region very famous strait channel, that is your Duncan Passage. So Duncan Passage you will find. Then you will also be able to locate the Coco Channel. So जब Coco Channel आप देखेंगे then you will find that Coco Channel is dividing the Andaman with the Myanmar. Similarly, if you will go in the Nicobar, you will have the Nicobar region, and the south of the Nicobar you will find the Great Channel. So Great Channel is a dividing line between the India and the Indonesia. So it is a, you can say the boundary also, that is a Great Channel. So the question, the answer of this question will be Andaman and Nicobar. So in 14 they have asked this question. So it is expected, they are expecting that you must have revised, you must have prepared the Andaman and Nicobar properly. So 17 they are asking the question, or question Andaman and Nicobar से related है, just they have twigged. Which of the following is geographically closest to Great Nicobar? Great Nicobar is southern part of the Nicobar. When you will study about the India, so in India you will find that India extends from 8 degree 4 minute. So where this 8 degree 4 minute you will find? So this 8 degree 4 minute is not on the mainland. So this 8 degree 4 land, it is the mainland extent. But if you will start looking out the southernmost point, so this southernmost point is around 6 degree, and this 6 degree is your particularly in point. And this Indira point is in the Nicobar. So Great Nicobar is southernmost point, and it is being divided by Indonesia through the Great Channel. And within the Indonesia, which of the island is the nearest? That is your Sumatra. So answer of this question is Sumatra. 2012. Again a question related to just whether you have visualized the latitude, longitude or not. A particular state in India has the following characteristic. What are the major characteristics? It is located on the same latitude which passes through northern Rajasthan. So you just need, the moment you have studied this, the moment you are studying this statement, you need to be able to visualize in your mind that how many states in India is having at the same latitude. So all those states should be in consideration. The second is it has over 80% of its area under forest cover. On an average in India, we are having 23% of the forest cover. Now, India is trying to increase its forest cover. Now, the question is, one more thing. Be it your forest or some other aspect, always remember the percentage of anything will be higher in case the state is comparatively smaller. So, if the state is like very big state, very large state, so the forest cover will not be that much high. The second thing, forest cover percentage is higher in case of mountainous state, in case of northeastern state. So by reading this statement, it has over 80% of its area under forest cover. You need to just look out that it should be the mountainous state or the northeastern state. In northeastern state, Himachal Pradesh is outrightly rejected. Now you are left with Arunachal, Assam. Over 12% of the forest cover constitute protected area network, but Assam will also be rejected because it is associated with the northern Rajasthan latitude. So you will be able to get the right answer, and the right answer in this case is Arunachal. Geographically, comparatively it is a very large state, but the population is very less. Most of the area is having the forest, and because its size is much bigger and the population is less, that is why in India the lowest population density is in Arunachal. As far as India's population density is concerned, India's population density, the average population density, (382), but Arunachal Pradesh population density is only 17. So this population density is mainly because of this. All right. Moving to the next question. Question number 11. The Brahmaputra, Irrawaddy and Mekong river originates in Tibet and flow through narrow and parallel mountain ranges in their upper reaches. This question has been asked in 2011. Of these rivers, Brahmaputra makes a U-turn in its course to flow into India. This U-turn is due to. Now, if you will study about the Brahmaputra is originating from the same place through which you will have the two major rivers of our country is originating. Two of the very important rivers of our country is originating from the same place, that is Kailash range. So we have the Kailash range, Mansarovar lake, and nearby that Mansarovar lake we have the Indus river that is originating, we have the Satluj river that is originating, and from the same source we have the Brahmaputra river originating. Even if you will go with the old geological theories. So old geological theories believes that there was a single river, that is Indo-Brahma river. And just because of the formation of the mountain, this river system has been divided, and Indus and Satluj is flowing on the western side, Brahmaputra is flowing on the eastern side. But as far as Brahmaputra is concerned, is originating and it is flowing eastern side in most part of Tibet, and there it is known as Sangpo. Now this Sangpo river enters in India after cutting a deep gorge, and where it is cutting a deep gorge? At Namcha Barwa. So Brahmaputra cuts a deep gorge through the Namcha Barwa and enters in India, and in India it is initially flowing in the name of Dihang. So India, you will not find initially in Arunachal Brahmaputra river. So the river is flowing in the name of Dihang. Now Dihang, very famous place, you will find Sadia. So in Sadia town, you will find that Dihang is joined by two other rivers, two other streams, Dibang and Lohit. So Dihang is joined by Dibang and Lohit, and then this combined water flow westward under the name of Brahmaputra. So Brahmaputra is starting, the name Brahmaputra is starting or given to the river that is originating, that is flowing from Sadia. Now Sadia onwards, it will continue to flow westward, and then ultimately it will enter in the Bangladesh through the Dhubri. Dhubri is in Assam. Bangladesh also, it flows initially in the name of Jamuna. So initially it will flow in the name of Jamuna, and then the Jamuna will be joined by a river, a stream, which is a distributary of what? Ganga river system. So this Jamuna will be joined by the waters of Ganga, and then the combined water will flow in the name of Padma. Now this Padma river will be joined by one of the river that is originating from the Assam hill, a very small tributary, and the name of that tributary is Meghna. Now this Padma and Meghna, when they will combine, now Padma and Meghna combined water will flow in the name of Meghna, and it will debouch in the Bay of Bengal. That is the, you can say, brief journey of Brahmaputra river. Majority of Brahmaputra is flowing in case of Assam. That is why the Assam plain is also referred as Brahmaputra plain. Now Arunachal Pradesh, it is flowing in the name of Dihang, and why it is entering in the India, taking a U-turn and through the Namcha Barwa. So question is looking out your geological understanding, why this Namcha Barwa, or what is the shape of this Namcha Barwa. So basically question is checking your knowledge of this. And what is this? So as I said that this is the shape that is the resultant of collision of Indian plate with the Eurasian plate. And this collision has ultimately resulted in this shape, and this shape is referred as hairpin bend or syntaxial bend. So they are asking the question related to the syntaxial bend. So syntaxial bending of geologically young Himalaya. So obviously the answer will be B. Syntaxial bending of geologically young Himalayas. Now consider the following river. So just now I told you that Lohit. So obviously Lohit is which of the above flows through Arunachal Pradesh. So Lohit flows Arunachal Pradesh. So you need to just you will have either 2 and 3 or 1, 2, 3. So 1 and 3 only is rejected completely. As far as the Barak river is concerned, so Barak river is primarily originating in the Manipur hills. So Barak river is primarily originating in the Manipur hills, and it flows in Manipur and Assam. So Barak is also not there. So Barak is also not there. So Barak is incorrect. So obviously this is incorrect. You will get the right answer. So Lohit and Subansiri. Subansiri is also, all these are the tributary of Brahmaputra. Other tributary of Brahmaputra you will find is Dhansiri is there, Kameng is there, Manas is there. All these are the tributaries of Brahmaputra river. Kopili river is also there. So all these rivers like Kameng you will find, Dhansiri you will find, Subansiri you will find, Manas you will find, Kopili river you will find. All these are the tributaries. Moving to next question. That question has been asked in 2017. With reference to river Teesta, consider the following statement. Teesta is very interesting river. Why Teesta is very interesting river? Because the Teesta river, presently the Teesta is a tributary of Brahmaputra. But earlier this was the tributary of Ganga. So river changes its course, and the change of river course geologically is known as a river changing course, or there is a term that avulsion. So river avulsion is simply the changing course of the river. Majority of this time change in course is because of the nature of the river. But there will be some times when the river will be forced to change its course geologically. So this Teesta case is forceful. So there was a very severe earthquake, and because of that earthquake the crack has developed, and because of that crack the river has started draining into the Brahmaputra in place of Ganga. Anyway, the source of river Teesta is the same as that of Brahmaputra, but it flows through Sikkim. So Brahmaputra river का source मैंने बताया आपको. Brahmaputra river source is the Kailash region, and the Kailash region, that Mansarovar Lake. Mansarovar Lake is the source of three very important rivers of our country. So Indus is there, Brahmaputra is there, Satluj is there. So only Indus, Brahmaputra and Satluj is there. So obviously the source of river Teesta is same as that of Brahmaputra is incorrect. So this is incorrect. Teesta is originating from the Sikkim. So it is originating from the Sikkim. River Rangit originates in Sikkim and it is a tributary of river Teesta. So this is a statement correct. River Teesta flows into Bay of Bengal on the border of India and Bangladesh. River Teesta flows into Brahmaputra at the border of Sikkim and West Bengal, not the India and Bangladesh. So this statement is incorrect. 17 में पूछा गया था question. So answer will be B, that is 2 only. Moving to next question. The Narmada river flows to the west, while most of the large peninsular rivers flows to the east. Why? As far as peninsula is concerned, the orientation of the peninsula is such that it is tilted towards east. Why this tilt? Because when the plates have collided, the Indian side, the Indian part of the Indian plate, peninsular side of the Indian plate, when it has collided, so there has been some bending. So western flank has little bit uplifted. It has tilted, not uplifted. Uplifted is a incorrect word. So it has tilted, and tilt is very clearly demarcated by the flow of river. So most of the rivers of peninsula you will find they are draining into Bay of Bengal. Only two important rivers. One is Narmada, the second one is Tapi is flowing. Narmada and Tapi are flowing in a rift valley. So it occupies a linear rift valley, that is fine. It flows between the Vindhyas and Satpura. So it occupies linear rift valley, correct. It flows between the Vindhyas and Satpura is correct. The land slopes to the west from central India. So this statement is incorrect. So the land slopes to the west from central India, it is incorrect. So in this case, the right answer should be 1 and 2. Both the correct? Because none is not there, 1 and 3 is not there, 2 and 3 is not there. Because we are having only one only. It's correct, the flows between the Vindhyas and Satpuras. But because the option is not there, so you need to go with the A. So this type of situation arises sometimes. So in this type of situation, you need to take the closest one, that which is going to be the closest one, कौन सा आपका closest river होगा, so it happens. Anyway, generally ऐसा हर बार नहीं होता है, but sometimes it can happen. ये question current based है, तो इसीलिए है, but yes, it has been asked in 16, so I have included this. Recently, linking of which of the following rivers was undertaken? तो 2016 था, so this was associated with the Godavari and Krishna. So this was associated with the Godavari and Krishna. As far as interlinking of river is concerned, the idea of interlinking of river was basically associated with the peninsular river and in the Indian river, Himalayan river. It was thought that the peninsular rivers are drought prone, whereas the Himalayan rivers are flood prone. So if we will connect the peninsular river with the Himalayan river, so some of the excess water will be diverted to the peninsular river, and because of this diversion, most of the water problems of the peninsular river can be checked out. But when they have started giving the serious deliberation and all those geological aspects have been studied, it came to light that idea is good, but the first point is Himalayan, everywhere the demand for the water is increasing, population is increasing, industrial activity is increasing, the pollution is increasing, you can say climate is also getting affected, agricultural activity is expanding. So it is not only that in Himalaya or in Himalayan river only the water is excess throughout the year. So first point that came to highlight that when the water is in excess, so it came to light that water is in excess in Himalayan rivers are perennial, but throughout the year you will not have the same amount of water. So the water is in excess only during the summer season, during the monsoon season. So during the monsoon season, the Himalayan rivers will have excess water, but peninsula is not having that much drought in that time period. So Himalayan river are having the flood prone, but peninsula is also not having that much drought in that time. So when the Himalayan is having excess water, so if you will just divert the excess water, it will be like just diverting the flood from the north to south. So that is not suitable, suggestible. The second thing is, there will be lots of destruction to the ecology, because construction of canal will be very laborious thing. So lots of resources needed, there will be lots of ecological destruction. That is why at the large level, at the big level, this idea has been scrapped. But later on it came to light that rather than going for this large scale, connecting the Himalayan river with peninsula, there is a good option, it is a good idea to connect the the rivers at smaller distance. So Godavari can be connected with the Krishna, Ganga can be connected with the Yamuna, Chambal can be connected with the Betwa. So all these things, all this interlinking will be there. Alright, moving to the next question. It is also associated with the river. Consider the following rivers. So very easy question. Which of the following are the tributary of Godavari? So Vansdhara river is originating from the eastern Ghats. So obviously it is not a tributary. Vansdhara is eastern Ghat. Pennar river originates from this is a river that is originating from this Ranchi plateau. So answer will be 2 and 3 only. So Indravati, Pranhita. So these are the tributary of Godavari. Godavari river is the largest river of peninsular river system. It is also referred as Ganga of southern India. So Dakshin Ganga. So it is also popularly known as Dakshin Ganga. So Indravati is there, Pranhita is there, Manjra is there. So these are some of the important tributaries of the Godavari. There was a question in 2021. तो अभी बहुत recently question पूछा गया था. Consider the following rivers, or out of this river, which of the above rises from the eastern Ghat? तो इसीलिए it becomes very important for you to solve the previous year's question paper. तो अगर आपने ये solve किया है, तो you must be able to know that Vansdhara river. So Vansdhara river is originating from the eastern Ghat. तो ये तो आपको पता ही होगा. So eastern Ghat आपको पता चल गया. Now you are left with 2 and 4. You are left with 3 and 4. Subharna Rekha river उड़ीसा की है. Subharna Rekha is also originating from that Ranchi plateau. So Subharna Rekha is not there. Brahmani, Subharna Rekha, Brahmani, these are very known river, and it is expected कि आपके even if you will just go through with the OBS atlas, तो उसमें भी आपको first page पे भी जो आपका physical map है वहाँ पे भी मिलेगा. So that is not the case. So the right answer will be Nagvali and Vansdhara. So it is not every time that you need to know exactly the things, but sometimes even if you are having idea about the basic static part, you will be able to do. So answer of this question will be 2 and 4. In same 2021, there was one more question related to the river. With reference to the Indus river system, of the following 4 rivers, 3 of them pour into one of them which joins the Indus direct. Among the following, which one is such river that joins the Indus direct? So if you will just go through with the river system of India. So in Indian river system, you will find Himalayan river system. Himalayan river system, we have 3 major river system. So we have the river system of Indus river system, Ganga river system, Brahmaputra. In Indus river system, Indus and its major tributaries. 5 major tributaries of Indus combinedly known as Panjnad, and the area drained by this 5 river is known as Punjab. So Punjab is nothing but the area drained by the 5 river. उसी तरीके से जो एरिया 2 रिवर के द्वारा बनाया जाता है उसको कहते हैं दोआब. So the area drained by 2 river is particularly Doab. So Punjab and Doab. Doab is very much famous in case of northern plain and the part of Punjab Haryana plain. So in Punjab Haryana plain you will find lots of Doabs. So Bari Doab is there, Bist Doab is there, Shaz Doab is there, Rachna Doab is there. Bari Doab, Rachna Doab, Bist Doab, Shaj Doab. This Bari is between Byas and Ravi river. This Rachna Doab is between Ravi and Chenab river. This Bist is between Byas and Satluj river. Shaz Doab is between Chenab and Jhelum river. So this Shaz Doab is between the Chenab and Jhelum river. So that is about the Doab. Anyway, now as far as the Indus is concerned, Indus is originating from the Kailash Mansarovar. Then it is taking a north. It is taking a particularly northwestern route, and then it enters in India. Then it will flow between the particularly mountains of Trans-Himalaya. It will be joined by lots of rivers in case of Ladakh, in case of Jammu and Kashmir. So Sigar is there. Then we will have lots of rivers. Shyok is there. Sigar is there. Then Some of the rivers are tributary. Kabul is also there. Kabul river is there. So ultimately this river will enter in Pakistan, and then Pakistan, it will be receiving the combined waters of Panjana river. Now which river is joining? So it is the Satluj river. Satluj river joins the Indus. So answer of this question will be Satluj. Satluj river originates from the same Mansarovar. Look, it is flowing in case of India, and it will be receiving the waters of Beas. So Beas is comparatively smaller river out of all the 5 Panjana river, and Beas is only traveling, only flowing in India. So completely lying in India only. Beas river will flow in the Satluj, and then Satluj is entering in Pakistan. Jhelum river enters in Pakistan, and then the Chenab river. Chenab river is joined by Jhelum. So Chenab river में Jhang के पास, Jhang in Pakistan, Chenab river is joined by Jhelum, and the same Chenab river is also joined by Ravi. So Chenab is carrying the waters of Jhelum, Ravi, and ultimately Chenab is joining nearby Mithankot, Satluj. तो Satluj river में आपका Chenab river मिल रही है, और Satluj river is joining Indus river. So answer of this question will be Satluj. Then there was a question in 2022. Gandikota Canyon of South India was created by which one of the following rivers? So it is a comparatively tough question, और it's a random question. तो अगर आप ये नहीं कर पाते, there is not much problem with that. But as far as this Gandikota Canyon is concerned, it is associated with the Pennar river. Now, famous places and river. So now it is expected that out of this Pandharpur, Tiruchirappalli, Hampi, it is expected that you need to know the Hampi. Hampi is very popular, and Hampi is historically very important. As far as Hampi is concerned, so Hampi is not Malprabha, Ghatprabha, because you must be knowing that where the Malprabha and Ghatprabha is flowing, it is actually Tungabhadra. So Tungabhadra river is flowing at the Hampi, and if you just know this fact, then you will be able to get this answer. Tiruchirappalli is comparatively easy, so it is part of the Kaveri river. But yes, Pandharpur is little bit tricky. But yes, if they are asking the question like this, so it will be easy, and the answer will be 1 and 2. But when they will ask the questions like how many pairs are correct, तो वहाँ पे इस टाइप के क्वेश्चन will become very factual. और अगर आप exactly उस चीज को नहीं पढ़ा है, तो it will become difficult for you to locate. But yes, in this case, answer will be 1 and 2. Now, which one of the following is an artificial lake? So, it is expected that you need to know the lakes. So, there are different types of lake. We have tectonic lake. We have glacial lake. We have saline lake. Tectonic lake is there, glacial lake is there, saline lake is there, and we have lots of lake in India, and some of the lakes is part of the Ramsar site of wetland. So Koleru, Nainital, Renuka, obviously all these are the natural. Only this Kodai Canal in Tamil Nadu. So it is in Dindigul district, so of Tamil Nadu, so that is Kodai Canal. 2018, this question has been asked. One more question, relatively it was tough in that year. With reference to India, Didwana, Kachman, Sargol and Khatu are the names of, so these are the names of saline lake. These are the names of saline lake. Consider the following statement. The duration of monsoon decreases from southern India to northern India. This question is associated with the monsoon. As far as this monsoon is concerned, monsoon is nothing but simply the seasonal reversal. So in simplified form, monsoon is simply the seasonal reversal. As far as monsoon in very simplistic form, monsoon is the differential heating of land and ocean. So what happens during summer season, this area will become very intensely heated. So here you will have low pressure, whereas over the ocean there will be a high pressure. So ocean will be comparatively more heated, ocean will be comparatively less heated, land will be comparatively more heated. So high pressure, low pressure. Even in discussion of the physical geography, I told you the differential heating. Land gets heated quickly and land gets cooled quickly, whereas the water bodies take time. This difference of heating is associated with a specific heat. सिंपल तरीके से अगर आपको समझना हो, साधारण तरीके से समझना हो, तो आप ये समझें कि सेम ही अमाउंट की हीट आ रही है, तो सेम अमाउंट की हीट आ रही है तो ओशियन में जो वाटर बॉडीज होती हैं, तो वाटर बॉडीज में दैट हीट विल बी डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड टू मच लार्जर एरिया. तो ज्यादा एरिया में हीट आपकी डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होगी तो पर यूनिट अवेलेबल हीट कम होगी. इन कंपैरिजन टू द ओशियन, लैंड में जो सनलाइट होगी दैट विल नॉट बी एबल टू पेनिट्रेट बियॉन्ड फ्यू सेंटीमीटर. तो ऊपर के हिस्से में सारी हीट इकट्ठा रहेगी, मिलेगी. सो द एरिया इन विच दैट हीट इज डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड इज लेसर. सो ऑब्वियसली पर यूनिट अवेलेबल हीट विल बी मच हायर इन केस ऑफ लैंड, एंड दैट इज द रीजन व्हाई द लैंड विल गेट हीटेड क्विकली, लैंड विल गेट कूल्ड क्विकली. The result will be that in summer season there will be a low pressure and high pressure over the land, over the ocean. Now there is a pressure gradient. Due to this pressure gradient, what will happen? The wind will blow from the ocean to land, and this is your monsoon. Because this breeze, this wind is blowing over the ocean, so it will acquire the moisture from the ocean, and the same moisture will be brought over the mainland. The moisture will be brought over the mainland in the form of rainfall. So this is the simplest form of the monsoon. Now in winter's duration, so during winter time what will happen? Now during winter, land will be more intensively cooled. Intensively cooled means here you will have high pressure, whereas the ocean will have comparatively warm. So here you will have low pressure. Now the wind will blow from the land to ocean. As these winds are blowing over the land and ocean, so it is not the matter of temperature. Please be very clear. So it is not that it is because of the temperature. It is mainly because that these winds are blowing over the land, और लैंड पे जब आपकी ब्रीज ब्लो हो रही है तो वो ब्रीज आपकी it is not getting the moisture, so land will have less moisture. So because of that less moisture, the rainfall is not happening. So rainfall is not happening in winter season, not because of the temperature, primarily because of the nature how the winds are blowing, and these winds are not getting the moisture. So winds are not getting moisture because these are blowing over land. Same wind है, winter season ही होगा. अगर ये wind आपकी कहीं से भी moisture मिलेगा, the same wind is blowing over the Bay of Bengal, और Bay of Bengal से moisture collect करती है and it brought the rain to the peninsula, specifically the Tamil Nadu coast. So in Tamil Nadu coast, the Coromandel coast, it brings the rainfall. So it is not the temperature, it is the nature of the moisture. So this is the monsoon now. As far as the monsoon is concerned, monsoon is mainly associated summer season, that is southwest monsoon. Now southwest monsoon in India is being brought by the wind, and the wind, because of its nature, the wind gets divided in two branch. किस तरीके से? One of the branch is your Arabian Sea branch, and the other one is your Bay of Bengal branch. Arabian Sea branch first will hit the Trivandrum coast, and then it will gradually moves northward. Bay of Bengal branch, first it will hit the Andaman and Nicobar, and then it hit northeastern state, and then it will gradually enter. Later on they will merge. So what happens? Here the monsoon is arriving somewhere around 1st of June, whereas the remaining part of country, the central part of our country, northern India, the wind is arriving somewhere in July. So there is a gap. और places like गुजरात, places like राजस्थान, last week of July, कभी कभी अगस्त में भी आ जाता है. तो यहां पे मानसून जून में आया, यहां पे अगस्त में आया. And then the monsoon winds will start retreating. Retreat of monsoon will start in September. So some of the places in North India, they are getting the rainfall in June, July, August, September. Whereas the retreat will be completed by the month of October. So some of these places is receiving the rainfall in the month of June, July, August, September, October, sometimes even November also. So here 6 months, here 3 months hardly. So this statement, that is, the duration of monsoon decreases from southern India to northern India, is correct. दूसरी चीज, rainfall is carried by the winds. So in this case of western side of the Western Ghat, यहां पे सारी winds ocean से आ रही, they are carrying the moisture, or there is a orographic rainfall. But in case of other part of the country, the rain is being carried out by the wind, Bay of Bengal branch, और Bay of Bengal branch का source केवल ocean है. So जैसे ही mainland पे wind blow करेगी, now this wind's highest moisture is here, and as it will move from west to east to west, the amount of moisture will start decreasing, and so the rainfall. That is the reason why the West Bengal northern side will receive more rainfall, Bihar will receive more rainfall in comparison to UP, eastern UP will receive more rainfall in comparison to western UP. So all this is because of the nature of how the winds are blowing. So the amount of annual rainfall in the northern plain of India decreases from east to west, that is also correct. So the answer will be 1 and 2. Moving to the next question, the black cotton soil of India has been formed due to the weathering of. So as far as the soil is concerned, we have the black soil, we have the laterite soil, we have the alluvial soil, we have the mountain and forest soil. So around 8 different type of soil is present in India. As far as black soil is concerned, it is also referred as cotton soil, and this black soil is the resultant of weathering and disintegration of lava, that is your fissure volcanic rock. So answer of this question will be fissure volcanic rock. This question was asked in 2021. Which of the following statement regarding laterite soil is concerned? So this is also a question related to the laterite soil. As far as laterization is concerned, laterite soil is the resultant of laterization. Laterization is a special form of leaching. So in this laterization, what happens? The upper part of the soil where we have the silica, aluminum and iron. So silica will be leached out. Now silica will be leached out means leaving behind aluminum and iron. So the soil will have aluminum and iron, that is in abundance. As far as this soil is concerned, because the silica is leached out, so the nature of the soil will become acidic. So as a rule, just remember, the acidic soil is not good for the cultivation. So acidic soil is not good for the cultivation, and also it is not that much fertile. So they are rich in nitrogen and potash, that is incorrect. They are only having a good amount of aluminum and iron. Iron will also go for the particularly disintegration. So because of that disintegration, the color of the soil will be red. So this statement is correct, this is incorrect. They are well developed in Rajasthan and UP. One more thing, the moment you will get this 1, 2 and 3, 1 and 4 outrightly rejected, and 2 is also there. Alright, first is correct, hold on. So second is incorrect. So you will get this 1 and 4, because second statement is incorrect, so you will get 1 and 4. Anyway, they are well developed in Rajasthan. Now one more thing, as far as laterite soil is concerned, it is a resultant of leaching. Leaching will only be there in humid and hot area. So humid area, humid means the amount of rainfall should be high. Along with that, it should have high land. तो इंडिया में इसीलिए आप देखेंगे जो लैटराइट सॉइल है, दैट विल बी प्राइमरली लिमिटेड टू द माउंटेनस एरिया. सो वेस्टर्न साइड ऑफ द वेस्टर्न घाट आपको वेस्टर्न घाट में मिलेगा. देन विल सम ऑफ द इंडिपेंडेंट हिल्स ऑफ उड़ीसा इज देयर, सेंट्रल इंडिया इज देयर, नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न इंडिया इज देयर, वेयर यू विल गेट द लैटराइट सॉइल. लैटराइट सॉइल इज वेरी फेमस फॉर द प्लांटेशन. सो प्लांटेशन वेजिटेशन के लिए बहुत फेमस होती है. ऑल्सो इट्स grows, cashew nuts grows well in these soil. So it was asked in 13, answer will be C, 1 and 4. Which of the following practices can help in water conservation in agriculture? So as far as reduced on zero tillage of the land, applying gypsum before irrigating the field allow crop residue in the soil. As far as the water problem is concerned, most of the country is facing the water problem, and there is no doubt about it that water conservation in agriculture is very important. As far as zero tillage is concerned, what is the main role of zero tillage? Zero tillage is associated with cultivating the crop without going for the conventional form of the plowing. So zero tillage is definitely helpful in the water conservation. So statement number 1 is correct. Then second is applying gypsum before irrigating the field. As far as gypsum is concerned, gypsum is used for the solving some of the problems of salinization, not associated with the conservation of the soil. Allowing crop residue to remain in the field. This crop residue is being allowed to remain in the field, and this method is referred as mulching. So mulching is a method that is utilized to just conserve the moisture. So yes, that is also correct. So the answer of this question will be 1 and 3. Moving to the next question, that is in India, the problem of soil erosion is associated with which of the following? Terrace cultivation, deforestation, tropical climate. As far as soil erosion is concerned, it is one of the biggest problems that India is facing related to the food security. Soil is getting lost, and this soil erosion is not always associated with the man-made activity, it is natural also. So we have natural as well as anthropogenic activity. As far as terrace cultivation is concerned, terrace cultivation is not the problem of soil erosion, rather it is one of the method to conservation. So पहला statement तो गलत है. The moment you will get have that you know that one statement is correct, you will get the answer. Tropical climate, climate का भी कोई रोल नहीं है. So erosion कहीं पे भी हो सकता है. So it is not associated that only in tropical climate erosion will happen. So answer will be B, that is deforestation. Moving to the next question. With reference to micro irrigation, which of the following statements are correct? Fertilizer nutrient loss can be reduced. It is the only means of irrigation in dry land area. First of all, you need to understand that in dry land area, it is not that only micro irrigation. As far as micro irrigation is concerned, we have the drip irrigation is there, then we will have a sprinkler is there. So that statement is incorrect. It is the only means of irrigation in dry land farming. In some areas of farming, receding of groundwater level can be checked. Yes, it is a correct. So first statement is correct, second statement is incorrect. So answer will be 1 and 3. This was question that has been asked in 2011. One more question related to this water reservoirs, water conservation. What is common to the places known as Aliyar, Isapur and Kangsa Bati? So that is your water reservoir. Then in 2022, there has been a question that is being asked. As far as Gandhi Sagar is concerned, it is in Madhya Pradesh. Ghat Prabha, it is in Karnataka. Indira Sagar, so Indira Sagar you will find in case of MP. Maithan is there, Maithan you will find in Jharkhand. Maithan is there, Panchet is there, Tilaiya is there. That is part of very famous Damodar Valley project. So Indira Sagar is incorrect, Maithan is incorrect, Ghat Prabha is incorrect. So only one pair is correct. Question is how many pairs given above are not correctly. So it is associated with not correctly. So the answer will be only 3 pairs. So only 3 pairs is not correctly matched. So this was the question that has been asked in 2022. Very interesting question. If you travel by road from Kohima to Kottayam, what is the minimum number of states within India through which you can travel including the origin and destination? दोनों को origin करना. तो इतना पता होना चाहिए कि कोहिमा कौन सा, नागालैंड, कोट्टयम केरला. So नागालैंड से आपको केरला जाना है. So you just need to know that how many states, coastal state. So starting from West Bengal, you will have West Bengal is there, Odisha is there, Andhra is there, Tamil Nadu is there, Kerala is there. So 5 here. Then you will have Assam is there, 6 and Nagaland 7. So this type of question will become cakewalk for you if you will have a good visualization of the maps. और वो तभी होगा if you have done the map work properly. At one of the places in India, if you stand on the seashore and watch the sea, you will find that the sea water recedes from the shoreline a few kilometers and comes back to the shore twice a day, and you can actually walk on the sea floor when the water recedes. This unique phenomena is seen at. So it's related, as far as India is concerned, this phenomena is being witnessed in Chandipur. In case of tide, the water rises and falls regularly. Now, when the water is falling, so what will happen? Let's say this is a high tide line. Water is falling here, this let's say till here, so that is your low tide line. So low tide aa gaya hai. Now from this low tide, water will start moving out. Water will start rising, so water level will start rising. So this time period from low tide to high tide is known as flow or flood. Now high tide has occurred. अब हाई टाइड के बाद नेक्स्ट है लो टाइड. तो हाई टाइड से लो टाइड की तरफ पानी का जो लेवल होगा वो डिक्रीज कर. सो फ्रॉम हाई टाइड टू लो टाइड इट इज रेफर्ड एज एब. सो हाई से लो की तरफ वाटर लेवल नीचे जाएगा. सो दिस इज एसोसिएटेड विद एब टाइड. और यहां पे एब टाइड इतना लंबा है, इतना वाइड है कि ऑलमोस्ट इट इज गोइंग टू ओपन 3-4 किलोमीटर ऑफ द ओशियन. सो यू कैन टेक द bike and all those things over the oceanic floors. So there have been a lots of activity over there if you will visit the Chandipur beach. Next question, what are the benefits of implementing the integrated watershed development program? So if you will, as far as this watershed development program is concerned, the main idea of watershed development program is to conserve the water source as well as how we are utilizing. So it is like source needs to be conserved, like aquifers needs to be conserved, preserved. So prevention of soil runoff, yes. Linking the country's perennial rivers with the seasonal river. So linking the country's perennial river, seasonal river has nothing to do with the integrated watershed development. So by knowing this you will be able to know the answer. But yes, rainwater harvesting and recharge of groundwater level, that is one of the very important aspect. Regeneration of natural vegetation, क्योंकि regeneration of natural vegetation will increase the percolation of water. वो भी एक बहुत बड़ा aspect है, because the percolation is not happening if the water is flowing very speedily. So most of the water will get run off and also there will be lots of soil erosion. So obviously the answer will be 1, 3 and 4. Moving to the last question, which of the following are the advantages of practicing drip irrigation? So drip irrigation is one of the modern form of the irrigation. As far as irrigation is concerned, we have the two form of the irrigation, conventional form of the irrigation and the modern form of the irrigation. In conventional form of irrigation, we have wells and tube wells, we have canals, we have tank irrigation. 70% of irrigation is well, tube wells, 25% irrigation through the canal, 3% is through the tank. Remaining is associated with the modern. So in modern we have sprinkler is there, drip irrigation is also there, we have furrow irrigation is also there. So these are the different form of modern irrigation methodology. Now, which of the following are the advantages of practicing drip irrigation? Reduction in weed, that is correct. Reduction in soil salinity, again there is no association of the drip irrigation with the soil salinity. Reduction in soil erosion, yes, that is a correct. So answer will be 1 and 3 only. So answer of this question will be 1 and 3 only. So I am hopeful that after going through these questions you must have got some insight that how the questions are being asked related to the physical part of India geography, and I have given lots of conceptual information, so you must be benefited if you will go through the session. We will have one more session related to this revision, and that will be associated with the human and economic geography, but majority of the questions in your prelims examination is asked from this map part, from this physical geography of India. So this area you need not to miss, this area you need to be having good command, so that you should not miss the very basic question, easy question. So that's it from my side. Thank you.